Chapter 17. Yogas. The different kinds of yoga. Dis Swamiji. Till now you did not say anything about yoga. The sastras say there are different kinds of yoga and people believe that. I am very eager to know the truth about this also. What are the different kinds of yoga? Dis Ashtanga yogas, that is karma yoga, hatha yoga, raja yoga, etc. What is the meaning of the word yoga? Dis, yoga means union. What ought to be united? Dis, Jiva and Iswara. How many Jivas, lives, and how many Iswaras, gods, have we got? Dis, only one Iswara, God, and one Jiva, life. There cannot be different kinds of yogas for the union of this Iswara and Jiva. There is only one kind of yoga. This yoga is the union of Jiva with Iswara. This union was differently named by various teachers, but all mean one and the same thing only. It was stated in Chapter 8 that karma is only vayu, the energy of life. Karma yoga is only taking in the vayu and making it join with the akasa in the Brahmarandhra. Hatha yoga is popularly understood to be union by force. This is wrong. Ha is indicative of nature, ta is to close. But closing what? It is closing the energy that comes out from us as nature. The light is from nature. This nature emanates from Surya, sun, which is our real prana, life. The moon is the manifestation of this prana in the form of mind. Yoga is the blending of this moon, which is the mind, with the sun, which is prana. So Hatha yoga is indicative of the merging of the moon with the sun. The sun and the moon are the prana and the manas, or the life and mind. The meaning of Raja yoga is this. There are two concepts, the Rajas and yoga. Rajas means Vishnu, the mind, which is of Raju guna. Yoga means union. Chapter 9 has given an idea of this mind. Raja yoga only means the concentration of the mind in Brahmadyam, which is the place of its own origin. This is the truth about these different yogas. When the 8 states of mind, that are, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, damba, asuya, combine together and merge these differences, it is yoga. These 8 aspects of the mind originate from the vibration of Prakriti. When we control the vibration of this Prakriti, these 8 aspects of thought merge themselves into one with Prakriti. Then the self is realized. This is what is called Ashtanga Yogam. Not only this. The Jiva and Iswara are not the 2 separate entities. They are 2 aspects of one and the same thing. Iswara is in Brahmarandhra. The same Iswara is the Jiva in us, that is constantly in motion. This Jiva that is in constant motion as Vayu and gets shortened and shortened is called Paramatma. This Paramatma is the mind, and this mind is Vishnu, and this Vishnu is the Lord of this universe, or Viswambara. All that reflects on this mind is from our Jiva. If we look into a mirror, we see our own image. So also if we look into the mirror of the mind, we see the reflections of ourselves. These reflections seen in the mind constitute our ego, or ahankara. When this ego, the ahankara, is dead, then nothing could be seen. Lt is because of this ahankara there came to be the distinction between Jiva and Iswara. It is like this. If we dip the end of a stick in running water of a river, the water flows on either sides of the stick. The water has not become 2, but the flow only seems to have become divided. If we take this stick away, the seeming difference in the direction of the flow is no longer there. In the same manner, in the flowing river of the Jiva, the mind held the stick called ahankara. Then the flow looked divided as Jiva and Iswara. If we remove this stick called ahankara, there are no 2 divisions. There is the union of Jiva and Iswara. The whole world hangs on this I, or ego. This world is like a conjurer's rope chain. The rope is knotted like the links of a chain. The links as well as the knots that hold them together are all false ones, except the one knot at the end. So long as this end knot is there, however much you may pull the rope, neither the links nor the knots would give way. But when once you untie this real knot at the end and pull the rope, all the other knots and links will give away. Then you can see the real rope. In the same manner the karma, vayu, is the rope. All links and knots are formed by our various thoughts and held tight by the I, the ahankara. The world depends upon this ahankara. If we untie this knot, all the other ties are solved and all differences are wiped out and the self realizes the self. All yogas end here. Without knowing all these, if you perform all sorts of practices thinking that there are different yogas, you will never have the yoga. Acharyas, learned teachers, call this yoga by different names. This is just like calling one and the same thing by different names. In the same manner, one and the same yoga came to be called by different names. Otherwise, there are no different yogas. The real and the only one yoga is the prevention of the wastage of energy and the concentration and storage of the same in us, revitalizing ourselves so as to attain the self. This is the real truth of yoga.